Launch abort system capability will be active for the crew in about 10 seconds.
GLS verifies last capability available.
And CDR, do you copy?
CDR copies, last available.
That escape capability now available to the crew if necessary, confirmed by Commander Reed Weissman as we are now 5 minutes and counting.
GLS is go for FTS arm. GLS is go for LH2 high flow bleed check.
Four minutes counting.
GLS is go for core stage APU start.
This is the auxiliary power unit on the core stage. Just about 3.5 minutes remaining on the clock now. The interim cryogenic propulsion stage locks. Topping should terminate here. Coming up to the final 3 minutes of the count. When we hit about 2 minutes and 2 seconds, the interim cryogenic propulsion stage will switch to its internal battery power. That'll be followed seconds later by
GLS is go for purge sequence 4.
The core stage switching to internal power as well. First, the solids at 2 minutes, the core stage at T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds, switching to internal power. We're less than 3 minutes to the planned liftoff of Artemis 2. Continuing on with the terminal count to a liftoff scheduled for 6:35 and 12 seconds Eastern Time. Should see a gimbal there of those engines. You see that in motion. Good testing of those RS-25 engines now approaching the final 2 minutes in flight. As a reminder, those RS-25s will ignite as planned at T-minus 6 seconds.
Go for upper stage to internal power.
6.36 seconds before liftoff is when those engines will come alive. We're less than 2 minutes. In this, the final minute and a half, the core stage will switch to internal power as well. The upper stage will...
GLS is go for core stage to internal power.
Good call out there. Should hear a call for the upper stage entering terminal countdown mode. Coming up on the final minute of the count. One minute in counting. Cheers across the press line here at the Kennedy Space Center.
GLS is go for ALS.
30 seconds and counting.
25.
The hydrogen burn-off igniters will kick on at T-minus
20.
12 seconds.
15.
Hydrogen burner ignition.
10.
GLS is go for core stage engine.
8, 7, 6 should have RS-25 start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff. Liftoff of the Artemis 2 mission, the first crewed flight of the Orion spacecraft, the first humans to plan a trip beyond low Earth orbit, has taken off from Florida.
Roger, roll pitch.
Now about 1 minute in flight, the SLS rocket traveling faster than the speed of sound. Engine's about to throttle back as it approaches max Q, the point of greatest aerodynamic pressure on the vehicle. RS-20. Good confirmation past max Q, the RS-25's throttling back up to 109% thrust capacity. Now about a little more than a minute and a half into flight. Coming up next will be the separation of the two 5-segment solid rocket boosters a little more than 2 minutes into the mission. That roll maneuver we saw earlier, intentional to put the crew in the right orientation as the rocket continues to climb uphill. And a good separation of those solids. Five solid rocket boosters chock full of shuttle heritage, having carried this crew on the first part of their journey.
Integrity, guidance converged, performance nominal, upper stage RCS ready.
Copy all, Stan.
75% of the initial thrust was those
Integrity,
engines.
SM priming complete.
SM priming complete.
Now approaching T+3 minutes into the flight. Coming up next will be the jettison of the launch abort system. At that point in the mission, it will no longer be needed. Now more than 3 minutes into this flight of the Artemis 2 crew on board their Space Launch System rocket. There go the covers for the launch abort system. Now it has been jettisoned. Orion integrity now no longer having the launch abort
Houston
system.
integrity, good last jettison, great view.
Copy jettison, Team Eco 8+02.
And with that protection covering now gone,
Save on board, Stan.
And Houston has you loud and clear on TDRS at the Kármán line.
the windows are open as you just heard.
Outstanding, Stan, we have you the same.
Reaching the Kármán line, entering space. First space flight for Jeremy Hansen, the second for Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, and Christina Cook. Now a little more than 4 minutes into flight, the next big milestone is coming up in about 4 minutes' time. We're watching for the core stage main engine cutoff. This will be MECO, where the 4 RS-25 engines will power down. That'll be followed a little more than 10 seconds later by the separation of the core stage and the ICPS, the rocket's upper stage, which will be powered by an RL-10 engine from L3 Harris. Continuing to get great tracking views this April 1st. The flight of Artemis 2.
Integrity, GPS processing.
Outstanding, Stan. We see the same, and we have a beautiful moonrise. We're headed right at it.
Good words by the commander heading towards that quote, beautiful moonrise. Their zero-G indicator happens to be named Rise as well. Created by a second grader in California, taken from inspiration by the iconic
Integrity, 3 engine press.
Earthrise image.
3 engine press.
The call we were just hearing regarding the engines still have 4 good RS-25s. Only 3 would be needed to carry it to the correct point for MECO at this point, so they are in a very good position at this stage in the flight. Now approaching T plus 6 minutes.
Integrity, looking good at 6 minutes.
Same on board, Stan.
Looking at a animation rendering, a visualization you can see in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. This is not from a tracking camera, but a visualization of what is happening in real time. This rendering coming from NASA. About 6.5.
Integrity, expect nominal shutdown.
Integrity copies nominal shutdown.
A good view of the contrail there from firing room 1. I believe that's the silhouette of Artemis launch director Charlie Blackwell Thompson. Has to be ecstatic so far of how this mission has performed. Seven minutes into the mission now. Now less than 1 minute away to MECO, main engine cutoff. Engines will begin to throttle down as they approach the point of main engine cutoff. Now nearly 7.5 minutes post-flight beginning.
Integrity, AOA open.
AOA open.
NASA reporting nominal trajectory still so far, a call out relating to an abort zone if needed in the Pacific Ocean. Coming up to MECO here momentarily.